Hey guys, what's up, the Wolf here. Hello and welcome to my review of the Temple of Elemental Evil. The Temple of Elemental Evil is an RPG with isometric view. It features unique turn-based combat. The game is a recreation of the classic Dungeons & Dragons adventure of the same name. It is using 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons edition rules. The game was developed by Troika Games and it was published by Atari in 2003. The very first thing we do in the game is choosing our party's alignment. And it is something we should think on, because it affects plenty of things. For example, evil teams can't have a paladin in them. To create our party we can either pick characters that were made already, or create our own. First point of creating our character is adjusting its abilities. We can do it on our own or roll the dice. By rolling the dice we can get a better outcome. And on normal difficulty we can do it as many times as you want, until we are pleased with the results. Then we pick our race, our gender, our class and so on. There are plenty of classes to choose from. Notice that because I chose this character to be a paladin, I can only choose one alignment, which is lawful good. We even pick our deity. And then our feats, there are many of them. After that we adjust our skills, plenty of them as well. After creating our party, it is time to start our adventure. Our party's alignment depends on how our beginning will look like, but overall it doesn't affect the main story too much.
Please travel at once to Homlet and seek out Kenter Nevitz, the village elder. He will guide you further.
Each beginning leads us to the village of Homlet. Besides the characters we made for our party, there are NPCs which we can recruit to join us.
I'm looking for work. I need the money, you see. I would like to buy some ale.
Combat can be really enjoyable. Unlike in most games with turn-based combat, we don't have a grid that limits our moves.
Okay.
Variety of the opponents we're going to meet is really huge. Sad thing is, the story is not really all that entertaining. The game mostly focuses on exploring and fighting creatures. And as enjoyable as the combat can be here, well, for me, a good role-playing game needs a good story. And from my point of view, this game simply fails at it. Because of the unique combat, it is really difficult to compare this game to any other one, but I am going to risk and say that Diablo fans are going to enjoy this more than Baldur's Gate fans.
Okay.
There are not too many locations we're going to see in this game. Sure, there are a few, but most of the game takes place in the Temple of Elemental Evil. Therefore, most of the areas we're going to explore are going to be dungeon-like. As for the graphics, they're okay. The world is two-dimensional, but all the creatures we're going to see are three-dimensional. The inventory is just as it should be. I could complain a little about the interface, but it's not really all that terrible. And well, the game is quite difficult, I must say. It is not a bad thing, but if someone doesn't have much experience with role-playing games, they are going to fail at this one. My rating for this game is going to be a 6. The combat and all the technical RPG elements are just as they should be. The game had huge potential, but the developers just didn't put enough work into the story of the game. Playing the Temple of Elemental Evil is enjoyable, but it just doesn't feel much of an adventure. Constant fighting and exploring locations that more or less look alike just gets monotonous. But I did have some good time with this game and I would recommend it if you like RPGs. Thanks for watching my review, please like the video if you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe to my channel and I'm going to see you around. Take care for now.